This take on Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos' wedding. For starters, we were bombarded by the news, and it was on our screens every day, pushed on us by, Daily Mail, TMZ, every single media outlet was pushing this. Think about why. Know that you're interested even though you say you're not. And they know that they can rely on you for the clicks, the comments, the likes, the shares, because you're so fascinated by this extreme display of wealth. We have always been captivated since the 80s with rich people. That's why they had lifestyles of the rich and famous. MTV Cribs, we had things that made us envious of these people's lives. I think people are deeply bothered by the fact that there's such a disparity now between the rich and the poor. Once upon a time, it didn't feel this uncomfortable to watch this kind of wealth because you had a roof over your head. Your parents were in the house. You had, a childhood bike and a nice neighborhood to live in. Most people grew up pretty middle class. One day maybe I could aspire to that kind of lifestyle with champagne wishes and caviar. When we see Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos, we're just seeing a blow-up doll and a monopoly man. Times in the 80s, we didn't even know who these billionaires were. They just wandered around. We wouldn't even know if they were in the same room with us. But nowadays, our billionaires, because of social media, are on the internet, like Peter Thiel, talking about how important AI is in this. He wants us to basically merge with robots. So and I'm alleging that, but when you look at this, right, when you look at the disparity in wealth, the billionaires showing up, people like Oprah at this wedding, and all these rich people clamoring together, just understand they're hanging on. They're hanging on by a thread. They need to do that to be together in order for you to be interested so that they continue to stay relevant. If we did not pay them any mind at all, no attention, these people would disappear. And we see it already kind of happening with the way Hollywood has been going anyway. A man on this app come on here and say, celebrities are broke. And I had to stop the video for that statement from people, fake it till you make it, right? If a person went out right now and bought a nice car, put everything on credit card, but they just gave the illusion of wealth. It's like people allow them into their circles. It's like Anna Delvey, right? She was in New York City and she was a fraud. She was an absolute fraud. I saw one just the other day on some TV show with a guy that pretended to be a lord, then buying this extravagant lifestyle. And people bought into the lie when technically it's just one big scheme. I understand both sides of this argument, which is one, Bezos and people of the like are supplying jobs to people. Without their companies, millions of people around the world probably wouldn't have jobs. I'm talking about combined, right? Peter Thiel and Zuckerberg, all of these guys, as much as you want to hate them, they have companies that people are working for right now. And so to some degree, they're offering value. But on the flip side of that, you've got people saying things like, we just want them to pay their taxes. Why would they need to when they have high-powered attorneys and CPAs that go around them and say, this is how we're going to evade taxes? Billionaires they're basically traveling salesmen. Look, this is America. This is a country that was built on the idea of capitalism. If you work hard or if you come up with a good idea, you have the ability to make that money, and no one should tell you how to spend it. If you want my opinion, I truly don't believe that they're in love. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I truly believe that that is a made-up relationship in order to create an image for Jeff Bezos as a likable character, because when we see an age-appropriate couple, we automatically assume, okay, well, he's not, or she, that person's not a bad person. They're dating age appropriately. But we don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. The other part of this is a lot of Americans are just like, well, the problem is there's no upward mobility for the rest of us. There's no leveling up for us because our money just can't be invested in any way that's even remotely close to what these guys are doing. People want to say my image doesn't matter and I could just, all rich guys wear jeans and beat up t-shirts and they don't look like anybody. Yeah, because they're already rich. When you're starting out, there's a level that you have to come with in order to even fit into that class. And like I said, circling back to that Anna Delvey story that we saw of that woman in Manhattan pretending, she got into a lot of circles. So just like the Theranos girl, Anyways, you guys drop a comment, a like, a share. This is just my feedback on Bezos' wedding. Have a great day. Think for yourself.